The mandate came down from Capitol Hill over the summer. The Pentagon had to cut some $487 billion in spending over the next decade.
That is tough, it's real, and it's something that obviously will cause some pain.
The Defense Department has now announced some of the cuts. It plans to shrink ground forces by 100,000 over 5 years, including an 80,000 cut for the Army.
The cost of military personnel consumes about 1/3 of the total defense budget. So reducing personnel is an important way of bringing down the overall cost of the Department of Defense.
It will also slow down in buying the F-35 fighter jet, its most expensive program. But it plans to boost the emphasis on special operations and cybersecurity in a bid to counter the latest emerging threats with a smaller, leaner force.
This budget is the first step. It's a down payment as we transition from an emphasis on today's wars to preparing for tomorrow's.
Some Republicans say the plan leaves the military too small and the nation too vulnerable, and they're quick to blame President Obama in an election year.
The only cuts in that he's willing to go along with are cuts that are in our national security spending. He's decimated our military.
One budget expert says that's just not true.
The cuts that we're talking about in the defense budget right now would take the budget back to about the level it was in 2008. So we're not talking about a very deep cut.
You know, are there risks going to be associated with it? You bet. Can we deal with those risks and make them acceptable? You bet.
Sagar Meghani, Associated Press, Washington.